Welcome back. You are watching Checks Daily. We're here with Sandra Dueck, our business 911 expert, and we've got a great topic to speak about today, and that is electronic signs.
Yes. Well, the planning committee with the city of Peterborough just passed a proposed bylaw. In 2 weeks it will then go to council for final approval. So what we're talking about is there are some concerns around it. There's some really good things that happened with that bylaw. One, businesses were included in a working group that was reviewing the bylaw, businesses that deal with electronic signs, so that's a bonus. We're glad to see those guys be at the table.
Right.
And so that's where we're happy that things are happening. They did come to compromises on brightness, and what we can see for brightness, they came to compromises on the movement aspect of it, and moving away from the flashing and the twirling, and I guess those immediate distractions that people would consider. Some concerns still lie around for the businesses and for the broader business community and how they can advertise in the future their businesses is the size of the sign. Right now, if you take an actual billboard, it's about 200 square meters. The current allowable that is 64 square meters, so it's even less than a third of that billboard. So that's a significant concern, because if some people say, well, smaller is better, but smaller for electronic, you're going to be flipping that more because you can't get as much on that size. So you're going to see more movement, whereas if it's a slightly larger, maybe only 100 square meters or 120 square meters, you're going to see something that has the ability to put more content on it. It won't have to flip as much. So that's kind of where the businesses are going. They are, broader business community what are we limiting for future advertising possibilities? The MEM Center is going to be allowed to keep its sign as it is.
Okay.
So, I mean, that shows you that there's obviously value in using these signs as part of a marketing campaign component. So, all of these things to consider. So, when it goes to council, that's the one thing that we're helping those businesses with. Can we talk about the size of the sign, and can we get it a little bit bigger than that?
But the whole reason this conversation's coming up is strictly because of safety?
It is, and we didn't have one before. So safety is kind of a byproduct, but if you were to read the sign bylaw before this review started, there wasn't anything that dealt with electronic signs. So now there's something that deals with them, put some rules in place. And, to their credit, Peterborough's taking their own track on this, and that's great. So now let's be even more innovative and see how we can, in the future, plan for possible other advertising using this technology. And the thing too is it's not necessarily just for business purposes. You've seen the highway signs be repurposed for Amber Alerts and those sorts of things. So they have that capability as well. So there's lots of functions around that maybe messages that may want to be put out there that a static sign wouldn't work for. But I mean, you just want to be inclusive of all signs, have all opportunities to advertise your business as a business owner.
Yep, okay.
So,
well, that wraps it up for Business 911 with Sandra Dueck, and I'm excited to hear what council's going to do with this once it finally goes. But thank you very much for joining us. We have to finish up with Kaylee Bedore before we get to the roundtable.
Business 911 is brought to you by Nexacom Unlimited Internet. We have what it takes.